Hi everyone, and welcome back to some more F1 2019 here on this channel. This is part number 6 of my career walkthrough, and in today's episode we go to Spain for Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, which is a fantastic circuit. And let's just check our messages. And yes, we got free upgrades on the car as well today. That is going to help massively, and the weather looks decent as well for qualifying and the race, so I'm really looking forward to that. Also in today's episode I'm going to be turning off the driver line, because like I said, any circuits that I know, I'm not going to use the driver line. It's only for the circuits I need to learn and practice on. And also we've got some more development points to spend, and I think I'm going to focus mainly on the aerodynamics. Like I found out in Baku, my car lacked so much downforce, and that's something that we need to really get on top of. So let's see if we can upgrade the front. Yes, and hopefully we can do the rear wing as well. Yes, I think we've got enough points, so that is positive. Hopefully they will come in very soon. But I think today is a real test, because we're going to see exactly how far our cars come compared to the faster cars like the Ferraris and the Mercedes. So let's get straight into the practice session, test out the car on the circuit with these new upgrades. Hopefully the performance will be a lot better, and hopefully all the parts of the car will hold up, because I'm not sure whether they're going to last much longer. We're just going to have to wait and see. Anyway, let's get straight into the practice session and see what sort of times we can get to. Here we go. Right, so we've got one more lap to go. Let's see if we can get a perfect lap in and get some decent points, because we need those points to improve the car. But I must admit, I can feel the changes on the car already. I just feel like I've got a little bit more downforce, especially at the front, and the front end is turning in much better. Still lacks a little bit here and there, but it's definitely an improvement, and I think I can feel a little bit more improvement, especially on the power as well. So hopefully all these improvements will benefit me in today's race. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to qualify with a decent time, because I think in the dry, I think the Ferraris and the Mercedes are going to be that little bit too quick for me, but we'll find out very soon. Let's see if we can just nail this. Try and hold it around there, and that's not too bad. Let's see if we can smash in a really good lap and get those points. And all these development tests are worth doing, like the qualifying laps, the fuel laps. Any ones that you can just earn those extra points is all going to be very beneficial once you get towards the end of the season, to get your car in a championship position. Really, that's what you're aiming for. Maybe not this season, but next season, if we stay with this team, we're hopefully going to be pushing for podiums. Now that is the lap over, and that is the test over, and I'm feeling very confident that we can really get a decent lap time. Right, so that is the practice session over, and we had the 6th fastest time. If we could get that position in the race, that would be insane. So let's get straight into the qualifying and see if we can get a decent time. So here we go.
Qualifying's about to kick off any moment here at the Circuit Barcelona Catalunya. No doubt that today will be full of action on the track. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
Right, so here we go with the qualifying lap. Let's see if we can really push hard and see what sort of time we can hit. So I'm not going to do any more than 2 laps. I want these tyres to be pretty decent when I get into the race, because the one thing that I keep on doing, I keep on absolutely chewing up my softs and having to pit so early into the race. So let's see if we can just do maybe 1 or 2 laps and then call it a day, because I think in the race it's going to be very, very hot and those tyres are not going to last. Some really good times going in at the moment. So I think we're going to need at least a 1:23 something. Oh, and Lucas Weber He's put in a 123, and we want to beat our rivals today as well. So we've got to beat Grosjean, and we've got to beat Devon Butler. Oh God, really took the speed through there, managed to hold it. Right, this is the turn I absolutely hate. And that wasn't too bad. So like I said, I'm feeling the improvements on the downfall, especially through those slow corners. And the last chicane is an absolute bugger as well. Let's see if we can nail it onto the curb. And try and take as much through there. That wasn't too bad. And let's see what sort of time we're going to get here. This is quite early on in the session, so let's see where we go. And oh, that wasn't bad, a 123, but I think we can go a little bit quicker than that.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three. Bottas, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Right, so we qualified 10th, not the position I wanted to be in. I wanted to be further up, but I will take it. So let's just get straight into the race.
Good afternoon from a very familiar setting. It's race day here in Spain, and with everything still to play for in the championship battle, there's no room for mistakes in a Grand Prix that's well known for creating them. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, a track that will certainly force the drivers to push themselves. It consists of a very impressive main straight going into turn 1. It's a straight that also offers a DRS zone, so it's likely to be a hot spot for overtakes. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Now we probably ought to start by discussing Sebastian Vettel. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Sebastian Vettel and Leclerc, Butler, Weber, Sainz and Carlson, Grosjean, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez and Norris, Albon, Russell, Kimi Raikkonen and Robert Kubica. Fiat and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Right, so here we go with the race. Now, it's a one-stop strategy. We're going to be pitting on the lap 4, so we really need a good start. We're behind Lucas Weber, so let's see if we can get a good start here. And we've also got to try and beat Devon Butler, which qualified in 7th. So that is not a bad start. We've got, oh, teammates gone down the side of us. I'm not going to panic, though. We've got to be good into this first right-hander, which is a very difficult corner. Right, let's go down the inside of our teammates, behind Sainz, and just hold it. And be really good on this corner as well. Let's go on the outside here. We're still sitting in the position we started in, and we need to try and take a couple of places if we can. Let's just move on the outside of Sainz, and we've gone down the outside of him behind Devon Butler and Lucas Weber. Let's see if we can just take a nice little move down the inside. Oh, bit of contact with Vettel there as we dived into the corner there. It was a bit of a risk, but we managed to get away with it, and we didn't get a warning, so that was okay. And Vettel has still maintained his position, so we're up to P7. Sometimes you've got to take a few risks, and that is exactly what we've tried to do. Right, let's try and keep up with the Ferrari if we can. Probably not possible, but I'm going to try my best. Let's see if we can just hold into this turn. The first couple of laps are going to be very, very tough, as we're all probably running on the soft tyres, and the temperature is really good. So let's see if we can just hold it nicely. And we haven't got DRS, obviously, early on in the race, so we've got to try and stay in the slipstream if we can. And I think it's Bottas that is leading the GP at the moment, but with Lewis Hamilton not far behind, that is not a bad turn. So Bottas is leading the GP. Let's see if we can just hold it. We've got Weber behind us, and he has been really good in the last couple of rounds, so he's going to be trying to get back past us. So let's see if we can hold him off. Let's go into the second lap. Let's see if we can just maintain a decent pace. It's not too bad. Feeling very confident. I mean, if we could finish in P7, that would be insane. We've got to stay in the top 10 if we can, because we've got to just keep on picking up points to keep the team happy, and beating the rivals is also a good element as well to get us more development points. But I'm really struggling to pull away from this group behind us, and I'm slowly starting to lose touch with the Ferrari already, but I knew that would happen. And you can see that the cars in front really do have that little bit extra.
Green flag.
It's really, really challenging to stay with them. Slow down. Wait, but it's literally 0.1 behind us, is literally breathing down my neck, right up my gearbox, and just waiting for a... Oh no! Lando Norris is out of the race. I don't know whether that is a crash or that is just an engine problem. That is another race which I've seen him go out on. He's not had a decent season so far. And Bottas is still... Oh no, Hamilton has put in the fastest lap. Let's see if
Race
we can
officials
just...
have enabled
And now we've got
DRS.
DRS. Now this is where we're going to get attacked every time we get into the zone. So we're going to have to try and hold on for as long as we can. This is not going too bad. If you look at the track map, I've got a lot of cars sticking behind me. Just one mistake could cost me quite a few positions. And I'm really starting to lose touch with Sebastian Vettel. Just don't have enough to keep up with those Ferraris. And they are decent around there as well. These tyres are feeling like they're going off already. So we're going to have to pit very, very soon as well. Just keep it steady through here. This is where I'm going to get attacked. Now we go into the DRS zone, and loads of them are behind us, so they're going to really go into that inside. Let's just try and keep it tight. No, we've got a little bit wider than I would have liked. And is he going to cut the inside? Wow, I thought he was going to make a move. Just managed to hold him off for a little bit longer. We should be able to just keep it tight through here, but I think I'm going to get attacked on the straight though. We're going to have to pit very soon, but I think we're coming up to our pit strategy. So next lap we're going to have to pit,
Window open,
and hopefully we can keep him off us. Wow, that was close. I only just managed to hold him off for that lap. Now we go into the pits. Hopefully our team can really change his tyres as quick as possible, and we can get a couple of laps in on the mediums, and hopefully we can keep our P7, but it's going to be very tight. Let's see what time. 2.5. Well done, team. And that has only cost us about 20 seconds overall, and that is not bad. So we've got to get straight out, scrub in these mediums, and these tyres have got to last the rest of the race, because this is a 17 lap race. So I'm going to have to manage these tyres now. Hopefully we can do that. Let's see if we can get some decent lap times in on these as well. So hopefully once everyone else pits, I reckon that they're going to do maybe 2, maybe 3 more laps on their softs, but they were going off for me, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, you can already feel the difference on the mediums, especially on the first couple of corners, but we should be okay. We've got loads of fresh air in front of us. There's no one in the pitch yet, so it's looking good so far. Right, so we go past the pits. There should be a few cars in there, and there is, and we move up to P11. So there you go. Don't think everyone's pitted yet. And who have we got behind us? We've got Gasly behind us, but we've got a Ferrari and Leclerc in front of us. So let's see if we can try and latch onto the Ferrari. I don't think that's possible. And we've got to try and keep a really fast driver and Gasly in that Red Bull behind us, which I think we're going to struggle with, but I'm going to try my best. We're going to have to try and hold on to this position as long as we can, and hopefully when we go round onto the next lap there will be a few more cars in the pits. Let's see if we can just catch up that Ferrari. He's only just come out, so his tyres are still being scrubbed in, and we should be up to temperature, so we should be okay. Really trying to hold it through that corner. Just close in. But I think that Red Bull behind us is going to close the gap very quickly. So what is it, a 1.6? See if we can hold on to that. Take as much through there as possible. Onto the curb, that's going to cost us a bit of time. Really struggling, but I'm trying to push this car as hard as I can. We want to get into within a second of the Ferrari just to drag that car down the straights. But I don't think we're going to manage it. No, we didn't. But I think the Red Bull did. So he's going to really catch up now, and that's exactly what we didn't want. So Gasly is going to be right behind us very, very soon. Can we latch onto the Ferrari? And I think we're actually catching Leclerc, which is really surprising. Really trying to take as much through that turn. And we are gaining on him. I'm not sure whether Leclerc's got a problem, but we are definitely moving closer. But we've also got a car behind us, which is closing the gap as well. So this is going to be a very, very tricky situation. We had one of these situations in the last race where I hunted down a car, but I also got overtaken as well. So we didn't really gain anything out of it, really. I'm trying to hold it through that turn, and we're definitely in the zone now. And we're actually going to be able to attack a Ferrari, which is insane. But I definitely think Leclerc's got a problem. There's no way in the world we should be keeping up with this Ferrari. We're going to take advantage of it. Let's see if we can just get him in a position. We should be able to get him on the straights. Let's keep it nice and steady through there. That's nicely done. And once we get into the DRS zone, we're going to fly past him. And there we go. And we're going to overtake a Ferrari. This is the first time we're going to see this. But here comes through Gasly as well. He's going to take Leclerc as well into that turn probably. And now we've got to try and hold on to this position. We are sitting in P6 on lap 9. Let me say that again. P6. That is, well, I think I finished in 5th, but this is a much different race for the fact that it's dry and the cars are normally very, very quick from here. But now we've got trouble. I can hear that Red Bull. So we've got to try and keep him off us. So we just settle into our rhythm. We just got to be a bit defensive, I think. That was a bit rough through there. Trying to hold as much as we can onto the apex. And this is where we're going to get attacked, and I think he is going to make a lunge. I can see him in my mirror. He's going up the inside. Oh, he didn't wait, did he? Wow, there you go. When you've got the power and the downforce, he didn't hold back. Let's see if we can stay within touch of this car, because we still could drag him on the straights. Just trying to take it as much through there, but we've also got to remember these tyres have got a last, so let's not overdo it. And he definitely has a lot more grunt in that car. We should get in the zone here. We should be able to just catch him. Makes a hell of a difference. So we can close the gap again. Just need to be better through the slow corners. It's not bad through there. Trying to push as much as we can. It's not too bad. Oh my god. We are really pushing this car at the moment.
Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal.
Oh no, so my engine is wearing, so I'm not going to have maximum output now. That could affect me a lot, but let's just keep going until we feel full effect of that. I've just got to think that we can make it to the end of the race, but that's the first time that we've had something like that happen to us. We're still staying in touch with Gasly. We're giving it our best. This is the best I've raced. Just trying to push this Haas car as much as I can. Be careful through there. Oh god, stay off the curb. That always throws me out there. Definitely need some more front downforce. Hopefully when those other upgrades come in, we will see the difference. They're so much quicker through those slow corners. Let's see if we can get him in the DRS zone again. Still think we can get past him. And we're getting quicker. Right, here we go. Going to make an attack. Can we actually get into 5th position? Let's go down the outside of him. He's going to hold that. This is so tight. Oh, this feels good. This feels very good. A lot of the races I've had so far in this career, I've been lonely, on my own, miles away from anyone, and this race, we've actually got competition, and that is exactly what I was looking forward to. Just tried to push it through that corner, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit lack of power out of the corners, but because we're staying in his slipstream, we're giving him a real something to worry about, which Gasly probably hasn't had from me at all so far in this career series. I'm trying to hold it. Again, just trying to take as much as I can through those corners. We weren't as quick on that sector 1, so we have dropped a little bit of pace. Again, just getting into those slow corners as quick as I can. And we've got Devon Butler has just appeared from nowhere. So he's just over a second or so behind us. If we can just stay in touch with Gasly, it's going to give us an opportunity just to keep on dragging him down the straight and just stay hopefully ahead of Devon Butler. But we just dropped a little bit of time around that last corner. Should be in the zone again. But we just got to keep on pushing as hard as we can. Gasly is just moving further and further away. Now it's 2.5 and we're still managing to hold off Devon Butler, but he has closed it a little bit. Really need to keep him out of that DRS zone, so just got to hold it. But these tyres are starting to feel a little bit less grippy now, but we have managed them really well, and we're on lap 14. This has been a fantastic race. I'm enjoying myself so much, but I am losing time, and Devon Butler's just taken another point too. He is on the surge. This is where I've got to really be clever. He is definitely going to attack us, and I want to stay in front of him, not just because I want to finish in P6, but he is our rival as well. So we've got to be clever here. Just keep it as tight as we can through here. But I'm definitely feeling lack of grip through some of these corners now. This was going to happen because I think Devon Butler, he hit it maybe 2-3 laps after us, so he's going to have that little bit extra grip on his mediums. But the temperature has dropped as well. It's got a little bit more cloudy this last couple of laps, and I think that was, see what I mean? Yes, definitely losing grip through there. I'm going to have to take that a little bit slower. Oh, that wasn't great through there. Wow. Then it's really starting to go off, and we've lost a shed load of time through there. Now Devon Butler is in our slipstream in the DRS zone, and he's going to attack us. He's going to go in the inside. There's nothing I can do about that. And we just tapped him, and he is just going to pull away now. But I'm going to try my best just to stick with him as long as we can. We're on lap 15, so we've still got time. We could retake the lead of him, but I also am very aware that it's so easy to make a mistake and crash once your tyres go off. It's not how you do it. We're just sticking with him as long as we can. I don't think he was quicker than me in every sector. It's nice and smooth through there. Let's just try and stay as smooth as we can. Just feeling that front, just wanting to oversteer. Got to be careful. Right, this is where he was much quicker than me through.
To start falling away soon.
The brakes. Just stay in his range. We should be able to take him back on the straight. We need to nail it through here. Let's not muck it up. I've even seen the AI muck it up through there. They struggle through there as well. Right onto the curb. We should be in range. Yes, we are. So we should be able to slipstream him in the DRS zone, and we're going to attack him. Devon Butler was probably not expecting this, and we're going to take a nice inside line and slow it down. And we've made a clean pass, so we're back in front, and we're on lap 16. Oh, this is going to be a battle to the end. Who is going to come out on top? Rivals go at it around Catalonia. Right, he's gonna probably come up the inside around this turn. Is he going to come? No, he's not going to make a lunge yet. I think he'll wait until he gets in the DRS zone again. He's going to be clever as well. If he overtakes me where Gasly did, I'm going to be so angry. Let's just take take it steady through there, Gooner. I'm just really feeling the tyres go off. We've only got one more lap to go. Can I hold on to this? Right, this is where he's going to make an attack. Is he going to come up the inside? No, he didn't. He wasn't going to risk it, but he will try and make a lunge. Once we get on the straight into that corner, first right-hander. Right, control through there. We're coming towards the final lap of the race. And I've pushed as hard as I can. This is the best I've raced so far in this game. Right, final lap. This is where it's going to get tricky. Here he comes. Devon Butler. Let's just try and hold it a little bit on the inside. Let's force him on the outside. He's going to come on the outside. Oh, yes, that was a brilliant defence there. Wow. Try and overtake us, Devon. You're not going to get down that side of us. And just try and hold the inside line. He's only got one more zone to try and overtake us. Unless he's going to make a really ridiculous move somewhere. Just got to be as defensive as I can. Definitely not close enough to get past us here. But these tyres, oh my god, they're all over the place. Oh, it didn't feel like I was losing the rear then. I've got to be careful through here. This is very slippy on the curb through here. Right, hold it around this turn. Don't lose that front, Gooner. Wow. Just managing, I am pushing as hard as I can. Right, this is where I think he's going to make a lunge. Is he going to make a lunge? No, he didn't get close enough, but it is right there. And oh, Bottas has won the GP. So well done to him. Right, so we come towards the last chicane. Oh, feeling the grip go there. Slow it down. No, we're not going to make the last chicane. Oh my god, I think we just got away with that one. Went straight across the curb. Final corner, and we're just managing to hold Devon Butler off. And we take 6th position. What a result. Oh, that was extremely enjoyable, but extremely tough too.
Yes, another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So, let's review the drivers' standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick? It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
How was I not the driver of the day? I overtook a Ferrari, for God's sake. Right, let's have a look at the standings, and we're still sitting in 7th, which is not bad. Still trying to pick up as many points as we can, and Bottas is leading the championship. Anyway, let's get into the final stages of today's episode.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. That was a close duel with Devon. How are you planning to come out on top of your rivalry?
I think the best driver will win out in the end.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
It was great. The car was sticking to the track, and it was. It felt a lot better.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
There's no secret. Just having a great team and car.
It looks like you've really been focusing on research and development this season.
Let's try and keep all the departments happy, because our car really did improve all round.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Right, so let's have a look at the rivalry breakdown, and it looks like we came out on top against both our rival and our teammates. And Grosjean is really struggling, and there is going to be a time where he is going to push in one of these races and come out on top, but he just hasn't managed to do it yet. But Devon Butler, he's a different class. He seems to really push me every single race, and he keeps me on my toes, which is always good. So he was a perfect rival to pick. And it looks like we're doing really well overall. Keep earning those points. It's going to put us in a decent position.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up.
I will try my best. Right, that is the end of the episode, guys. Fantastic episode today. And in the next one, we start off with a checkpoint challenge. And it looks like Devon Butler is going to be at this challenge. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, leave your comments in the tab below. And I will see you soon for the next race on F1 2019 very soon. Thank you and goodbye.